Before we start this video, it makes me really sad you can't see this shirt, which is a Christmas present to myself. So I'm just going to stand up. It says Surf Arrakis, which I thought was really cool, and this is Paul Atreides on the top. So if you're a Dune fan, you'll know what I'm talking about, and if not, just admire the shirt and tell me that it's pretty. That's all. You have made it to the last of the 2024 reading plan videos where we talk about the buddy reads and the series continuations I'm planning on reading next year. Hello everyone, welcome back to A Fictional Escapist. My name is Kris, and today's video is all about the buddy reads and the series continuations I want to read in 2024. This one will be a shorter one. I want to talk about some of the buddy reads that I've got planned, both on my channel and also just with friends to the side, and also some series continuations, because I just shamed myself on the internet where I went through the 33 series that I'm in the middle of, and I'd like to try and close out a few of these in the new year, or at least close out as many as I'm starting, so that that list doesn't grow to like 200 series that I'm in the middle of, which would be, disastrous, but also just standard for every fantasy reader on this planet. So we're going to start with the buddy reads and talk about the ones I would like to host. If you are not already, you can check out the description box down below for links to my social media and Discord. The Discord is where I'll be hosting the buddy reads if you want to come along and chat with us about any of these. There are only 2 that I have going on so far, with a potential to add a 3rd one towards the end of the year, but we'll see what happens. The 2 that I've got going on is going to be the first trilogy in the Dragon Riders of Pern series by Anne McCaffrey. So I will be doing the first 3, January, February, and March. I think it's Dragonflight is the first one, Dragon Quest is the second one, and I want to say the White Dragon or the Something Dragon is the 3rd one, and that'll be happening January, February, and March. So if you do want to come along for that one, make sure you're checking that Discord down below, and you can come along and chat with me about it. I don't know how many people are joining or whether it's just me talking to myself, which is absolutely fine. But if you do want to read that series, it's been on your bucket list for a little while, then come ahead and read it with me. You are more than welcome to do that. The next one that I have going on is a little bit more of a classic, and it is a bucket list read for me. I've wanted to read this book series poem in completion for a very long time, probably since I was a teenager. I've tried to read it a few times. There are people who are reading this one with me that I will be inviting individually into the Discord, but I put a question on Twitter a little while ago, and there was more of a positive response than I thought there would be. And this is The Divine Comedy by Dante. Like I said, I wanted to read this for a really long time. I'm very excited. There's a bunch of people that want to read it along with me and either be confused, or I'm hoping because I'm a little bit more well-read now, I will take a lot more from it. So we are going to be splitting this one up into 3 as well, the 3 books within the story. So Inferno will be happening in April. Purgatorio, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, I'm so sorry, will be happening in May, and Paradiso in June. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. If you do want to come along for the journey and be just as confused as I am, then like I said, Discord is down below. So those are the 2 channel buddy reads. If I do another one towards the end of the year, it is likely going to be a trad pub series that has been on my bucket list for a little while. It might be something like the Dandelion Dynasty, which is going to be read by a lot of people next year and I've not picked up yet. It could be something like the Devon Madsen series that starts with We Ride the Storm, I want to say, but I know I've got a couple of those books. So if there is a particular buddy read you would like to have on this channel, then let me know in the comments down below. At the moment, I have nothing planned, and I'm completely open to suggestions. Other buddy reads I have going on right now are Malazan, Book of the Fallen. This is with Roger over at Rogers Reads. We will be finishing this one up in 2024 with a book every second month. So in January, we're reading Bone Hunters, and then every second month there will be another one, up until the completion, which is somewhere, I think, in October of next year. I'm also reading the Conqueror series with Christopher Narvo and potentially Andrew from Andrew's Wizardly Reads if he wants to come along for the last 3 books that he hasn't currently read. And I'm hoping to finish this one up also in March by reading the 3rd book in January, 4th book in February, and the final book in March of 2024. So those are the buddy reads that I have planned for next year. And now we will jump into the plan continuation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I should have got 10. Rookie error. Plan continuations, I have 9, apparently, as you just heard. I should have got 10, but I don't, which is unfortunate, which means the total of this list is 13, which I don't like very much at all. It just is what it is, and I'll have to deal with it. The plan continuations that I have going on is The Time, A Time of Falcon and Rose. This is by Jay Tallschool. I read Legacy of the Vermilion Blade in last year of 2023, and I'm very much looking forward to the sequel, which is The Promise of the Betrayer's Dagger. I currently have this one set to be read in February to be up to date with the series. The next one I have is Ashes of Averin. This is by Tiago Abdallah. I read A Touch of Light when it came out, and I have not read Shades of Madness yet. Now, I'm not sure if book 3 is coming out in 2024, but I have seen some very good things about Shades of Madness, and I'm very much looking forward to getting to the sequel. So this will be happening, I cannot remember the month, but it is scheduled. It's actually on the schedule to be read before the end of the year. The next one I have is also scheduled for February, and that is to finish off A Forging of Age duology by Tatiana Obe with Dragon Your Bones. So I read book 1, Bones to the Wind, in 2023. Loved it. Think it's a very important read. It is new adult, but with some very adult themes in there, and I was one of my biggest surprises of the year. So I'm really looking forward to book 2, Dragon Your Bones, which will be happening in February. Everything going well. The next one I have is The Will of the Wayfinder by Lily Ann Crow. I read Dust of Dreams earlier in 2023. Super underrated. I will talk about this book until people start picking it up, and even then I'll probably still talk about it. I have book 2, River of Stars, I think scheduled for either March or April of next year. So I want to get caught up on this series. Another one I want to get caught up on, but is still an ongoing series, is the Blood and Steel saga by E.J. Doble, and I want to read Haunts of Grief and the novella A Crown of Omens, I want to say. I'll put the pictures of them up here. I really liked Fangs of War. I thought it was an excellent debut written by a very young and new author, and if that's where the talent starts, far out is this young author going places, and I'm really looking forward to those series continuations with those two, and I hope to get them done next year. The Song of Kamaria is next up by T.A. Bruno. I read book 1 in 2022, book 2 in 2023, so 2024 naturally stands to be the conclusion of the trilogy for me with Threshold of the Universe. I already have this one on audio, and I think it's scheduled currently for either March or April as well to finish up that series. Now, the next one has got 2 in it, so I'm taking that as 10 planned continuations and 14 books overall. That makes my brain way happier than it was 35 seconds ago. Next up, we have 2 series by the wonderful L.L. McRae. So that is The World of Lunaria, which I need to read book 4, Issa, and book 5 and 6 are planned on coming out in 2024, if not 2024/2025. I'm planning on reading Issa and then diving in to books 5 and 6 whenever they come out. I also do want to get up to date on the Dragon Spirit series. So that is the Shadowgate is the second one that I haven't read yet, but I have read the Citron Key and the Iron Crown already. So I just have 1 book there to get caught up. The next one to catch up on is The Tainted Dominion. This is by Crystal Matar, who nearly destroyed me with Legacy of the Brightwash. So Legacy of Brick and Bone may be the time that Crystal Matar makes me cry. You want to know what if that happens, then tune in to my 2024. I'm pretty sure this one isn't scheduled until quite late in the year. It's definitely in the second half. I'm just not sure when, but I have scheduled this one on audio before the end of the year. And the last one that I have on this list is Ranger of the Titan Wilds by J.D.L. Rizal. I read The Last Ranger early 2023, I want to say, if not late 2022. Really enjoyed it. Had a wonderful time with it. I bought the first Ancestor on the Kickstarter when that came out. I plan on buying the Hidden Guardian when it comes out on Kickstarter, so I would like to get up to date with that series with those 2 books. That is my goal. So those are the buddy reads that I have planned. Those are the series continuations that I have planned. If I can put more series continuations in this list, I want to tell you that I will, but I'm also one of those people, like many of us, that goes, oh, new shiny, or this is a series I wanted to start it for ages, but I haven't, so I'll just start that. And then we're in the middle of many fantasy series, so we'll see what happens, but those are the plans. Are there anyone here you think I should prioritize? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like the content, give one of those, and if you want to see more of it, click subscribe at your will, and I will catch you in the next video. Ciao.